Hello, and welcome back as I once again let Gin Boy John Bradford codepend all over me in Perfidious Pete Plays XCOM War of the Chosen. I mean, there's a drinking game involved for the Perfidious Pete playthrough now, and I have to assume that Bradford, he's playing a copy of the home game. Bradford's playing along at home, and I have to admit, my continual efforts to leave behind vital equipment on each and every single mission, I'm enabling Bradford's disease. That's all I'm doing. Every single mission, I'm there enabling him. I'd say, John, get thee to a nunnery and see about thine drinking problem, but you know what? Honestly, Bradford, I'm as much to blame as you are. I'm the one over here making it easy for you. Really, what I should be doing is trying to help you. Oh, right, we have a retaliation mission pending. I forgot. I was so worried about Bradford and his out-of-control drinking. I gotta get myself to some Al-Anon meetings or something so I can learn some coping mechanisms to stop enabling Bradford and start, hindering his disease rather than just allowing it to progress. I guess we'll go do this retaliation mission then. Operation Witch Slap!
Now your friends are going to pay the price.
So I'm gonna go hit Stevie Nicks in the face? I mean, that doesn't seem very smart. Stevie Nicks seems like the kind of person who would be extremely litigious and, probably has some relatively buff bodyguards. I don't want to slap Stevie Nicks in the face. I mean, if I was gonna slap anybody from that band in the face, I think it... Now, you know what? It'd be Stevie Nicks. Never mind. Yeah. Alright, Stevie Nicks, come get a taste. What do we got on the mission? A chrysalid, some elite priests, an elite shield bearer, a purifier, and Drumdon, and a Muton. Nothing new. We've got a team that can handle this. Let's go handle it. Based on the fact that there are only 9 enemies, I also have to assume that at some point El Huntador is going to be making a cameo appearance, which is fine. I could use the XCOM ability points. I wouldn't mind shotgunning him in half, taking a couple freebies here, and maybe getting some much-needed upgrades for the team. We got a few people here who could really use some work. Yeah, Stephanie, you're fired. Everybody's fired. All of you are fired. Not you, Charlie. You are not fired. You're going on a paid vacation. Neil Gaiman, you're fired. Joe Hill, you're fired. Lauren Butch, you're fired. J.K. Rowling, you're all fired! Pete, why are you picking on Rowling? J.K. Rowling, J.K., you're not actually fired. That was not funny. I am going to take Rowling and Bukes on this mission. Again, I feel like El Huntador is going to show up. We should probably make it as easy as possible to kill El Huntador. Let's take all the steps we can to foment his demise. Tabitha King and Joe Hill, don't really mind if I do. Let's see if we can go all the way around the horn and get a team that's fully bonded. Can we run a full Bondo team? Oh, because Cormac McCarthy, I think, got hurt. Yeah, way to be, McCarthy. Way to shit the bed, man. Never mind. We can do it. It's Charlie Houston and George R.R. Martin. Oh, the beauty of what we have done. All right, make utility items available, make weapons available, make armor available, and this time, actually remember to put that shit where it goes. Remember, for every piece of gear I forget, somebody gotta take a shot. JK, you're gonna be wielding the Arashi and a katana. Do I really want to go on a mission? Wait, I got 3 rangers, don't I? Yeah, that's probably too many. Okay. So let's rethink here. How about John Scalzi? And you know what? John Scalzi's chew toy is, in fact, a grenadier. He ain't a very high-level one, but he's high enough, damn it. Salvatore, R.A. Pitbull. Oh, no. Yeah, okay, well, first off, we gotta fix this, because we cannot have you named Pitbull. I mean, I like Pitbull as much as the next guy, but what we don't need here is a rap god. What we need is an explosives god. Also, I mean, it's gonna be R.A. Mary Sue Salvatore, by the way. There's no way about it. Hey, Salvatore, you don't like having your signature character called a Mary Sue? Well, too bad. Maybe you should have wrote him a little different then. Alright, back to making weapons, armor, and equipment available. Let's see how Mary Sue does on his premiere mission here. No, I don't want to customize J.K. Rowling. What I really want to do is give her a war suit, get rid of this rocket launcher, replace it with a blaster launcher, ditch that plasma grenade, and turn that into Talon rounds. Alright, so that's 1 unit that I've managed to equip without completely screwing it up. Let's see if we can keep that trend alive with Lauren Bukes here. Lauren Bukes, Warden Armor is fine. We're going to give you the Disruptor Rifle, Gremlin Mark II, and then what you need to chase that, Skulljack, Medkit. Are we sorted? We sorted. Tabitha Black Widow King, I really kind of feel like you sort of don't need anything, but what are we going to do? We're going to give you the good Shadow Lance. We're going to get rid of this Plasma Grenade. I think I'm going to give you Venom Rounds, just for that little extra bit of damage. Poisoning organic targets is nice, but really what I'm looking for is just the extra bit of damage. It's got you sorted, Joe Nosferatu. Let's get you armored up here. Let's get you in your Phaeton, Charlie Manx. Plasma Lance. Alright, that'll do. Beam Pistol is fine. Oh, we gotta swap your armor out, though. That's right, we're gonna give you the Wraith Suit. Ditch this Plasma Grenade. We're gonna turn that into Dragonfire rounds, and you are done. Sorted. Who's left? John Scalzi. Well, old man Scalzi, I don't even know what you might need. Like, you don't really need anything here. Powered Templar armor seems fine. Celestial Gauntlets, Beam Auto Pistol. I guess we'll get rid of that and give you a Mimic Beacon just for shits and giggleses. And that just leaves old R.A. Shameful Salvatore here, who is not going to be able to vaporize an entire pod by himself like Amy Tam did, but maybe he can do some good work for us nonetheless. Proximity Mine, Plasma Grenade, a little bit of blue screen rounds just in case there are any rampant robots running about the map. And Mary Sue, let's get to work. I love you, Mary Sue. Wait, that was Peggy Sue. I was trying to make a Buddy Holly drop there, and I mucked it. I turned a sweet Buddy Holly, or at least a potential Buddy Holly reference, into instead a Kathleen Turner and Nicolas Cage reference, and I don't feel good about that at all. Peggy Sue got married. The movie's bad. How was that popular, by the way? The whole Peggy Sue got married, man. I've seen that movie at least twice, and I don't get it at all. Why was it popular? Also, Kathleen Turner was trying to play a teenager, and she was like 54 when they filmed that. Nicolas Cage was her teenage boyfriend. He had to be at least 64. Got a real kind of 90210 sort of flair to it in that film, I'm not gonna lie. So let's go to Emancipation Hills and conduct Operation Witch Slap. Witch Slap, shut your big yap. It's like that song was written for Stevie Nicks. Down we go. Everybody landed? Alright, let's see some tight formations, solid work, good raw killing power. That's what I want to see out of this team. You guys are borderline one of the best teams we've ever fielded. I want to see y'all acting like it.
Advent came in hot, and so did we. You won't have a concealed position for deployment on this one.
You know, except for half of your team that's totally invisible at all times, which is pretty cool.
Volk says I am to obey.
Tabitha King, haven't I led you through enough missions by now that you realize that Volk is the B player here? Haven't you come to the understanding that Perfidious Pete is the alpha dog here? So we got a Chrysalid standing right next to a dude. You know what? I'm tempted to just, let's go ahead and just crack him open with Joe Hill here. I want to see if we can kill this dude. Whomp him, Joe. There it is.
It's dead. It has to be dead.
Mom spotted it. Joe Hill put it in the dirt with the little death from above there. Where's your little pals, though? Where's your little weak-ass friends? I mean, that one's dead. What if we come up here with Tabitha King?
I am at your service. No place for you to go now.
Okay, a couple more. But they can't see us because Tabitha King is the image of invisible. So how are we going to thwart them? Because they're going to come a-running for us, and we know it. I think the appropriate way to do this is just an abundance of Overwatch. May have some lightning reflex issues with that, though, Pete. Well, you're not wrong. We might. Come get some, Chrysalid. See what you got. You gonna come at me, bro? Yeah, I thought not. And you know what? Since you're not coming at me, I'm really tempted to hit your ass with a blaster launcher, but I think hitting you with the blaster launcher has, like, long-term catastrophic consequences for your fellow civilians that are over there. I don't really need to light up a civilian. Unless a civilian is a new brand of healthful cigarette, in which case, you know what? I may spark up a civilian.
Tired of waiting around.
Long day at work? That's right. Hard day at the office? Kids screaming and crying when you come home? Might we suggest spark up a civilian? It's got the healthful nicotine that you need in order to maintain a good work-life balance. Civilian cigarettes available at fine retailers everywhere. Spark up a civilian.
No one will slip past.
No one will slip past. This guy will. Oh, what a shock. It's El Huntador. Who saw that coming?
Right on schedule.
Okay. I mean, apparently he's in on it. He's like, I'm right on schedule. All right. Summon Stun Lancers. He's brutal, low profile, soul stealer, shogun. He's easy to target from high ground, and his adversary is Templars. And finally, we actually have a Templar on the mission to go rip his ass a new one. We're gonna go rip his ass a new ass. Yeah, come on over, El Huntador. Bring your bunghole.
Going to make this easy for us. Keep your heads down and press forward.
Yeah, I'm not so worried
We need
about
to
it,
get to their
Bradford.
location to take them out.
Okay, what do we got here? Andromedon and Muton joining the party. They're gonna be whacking a civilian. Not Dara O'Brien. Well, it definitely wasn't. It was actually Dara O'Reilly. Not to be confused with Baba O'Reilly.
Before the strike.
Alright, can you, Black Widow, what can you remote start here? Because there's got to be... Really? None of this is explodable with remote start, huh? That seems highly suspect. I suppose Joe Hill can drop another straight-up kill on this chrysalid for us. Hell yeah, he can. Well, do it, Joe. Another one buys the farm. Joe Hill picking them up, putting them down. You dead? Alright, Tabitha King. Why don't you, go see what else is going on over in this here area. Yeah, I was gonna say.
An alien scouting party.
Yeah, it's a lot of bad guys, actually. So what can we remote start? Nothing useful. That's fine. We're not too worried about it. These guys might move and potentially cause some problems for us, but not that worried about it. How do we want to handle the rest of these chrysalids, I guess, is the only real question. I mean, what we'd love to do is just have Joe Hill also kill him. If we spawn him, he's going to run in on us, and that's going to cause problems. Somebody's going to get hit. I really don't want anybody taking a chrysalid shot right off the bat. Old man Scalzi, you can't quite get there, but if we get you a little bit closer, maybe next turn you can pull the run in, WWE style.
I bet that light show of yours is real impressive among these poor saps. Hey, Templar.
Who are you talking to?
Moving out.
Saps and a light show? Alright, we're getting pretty close. We could vaporize this pod with Tabitha King. Tabitha King, can you get a claymore out there? Ah, she can't quite reach. Alright, if Tabitha King could get a claymore out there. You know, we could use Joe Hill to give Tabitha King a bonus action with his last action. We could have Tabitha King walk over here. Okay, just bear with me. Hear me out on this. Here's the plan. Tabitha King sneaks over here, then drops a claymore on top of these boys. And you're like, Pete, what's the use of that? How are you going to detonate it? Well, I've got a plan for the detonation, yo. How do we detonate it? We just follow it up with a blaster launcher from J.K. Rowling, and she blows this thing sky high. We go for the easy peasy lemon squeezy. Advanced teamwork? Yes, Tabitha King needs some advanced teamwork because she's got to drop that shrapnel mine. Let's show them how a real team does it. Not like a Bill Belichick team, but an actual real team. We're going to go for the Claymore with the shrapnel ability. Let's not blow up our cover, though. If we can avoid that tab.
Placing explosive.
Top deal. There it is. Okay. Frag out. And then our good pal J.K. Rowling does exactly what a good J.K. Rowling do. And that's make a bunch of people be not alive anymore.
No use running!
You're right, there's no use running, because none of them will survive to move at all. They'll just be dead. They're about to be vaporized. And dead. Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure everybody there is dead, with the exception of the Warlock, who somehow sustained himself. And honestly, that's totally fine.
Absolutely.
Salvatore, let's bring you around the corner here. You are easily the weakest link here, by the way, Salvatore. You are the weakest link. If this was a British game show, you'd be the one we were worried about.
Maybe you'll have better luck with that thing than my sibling. We only need the commander alive. It's open season on the rest.
Who are you talking about over there, by the way? I mean, this guy didn't even see us murder his entire pod. We murdered his entire pod. He never even knew we were there.
The target is marked.
Okay, these boys look like they're... There's a picture of Rowling and Bukes up there. Here comes El Huntador. You got to get a lot closer than that, El Huntador. Tracking shot and somebody. Who's it gonna be? Well, tracking shotting Joe Hill's a little irritating, but it's not that big of a deal. And then you're gonna run away like a chicken shit asshole? Of course you are.
I can smell the fear on you.
What's it smell like? Aw, man, Joe Hill could kill the chrysalid too. Damn it. Alright, well, let's just put Joe Hill in a position where he can maybe kill the chrysalid next turn. Are you gonna be able to see it from here? Actually, yeah, you have better shots from here. Alright, Joe Hill.
I'm trusting you.
Displace. Jerkhole forced us to move. It's fine. It won't happen twice. Don't worry. Go ahead and reload. We're a little low on ammo with you anyway. Old man Scalzi, if you run up here, you know, what pot are you gonna activate? I mean, this one clearly, but any others? None of the rest of these guys are close enough to you to actually be a... You know what? I'm not even gonna worry about that. Old man Scalzi, cover... Oh, this may not kill the chrysalid, though. In fact, unless it criticals, it definitely won't. That's okay.
I strike for my people.
He strikes for his people.
I only struck their armor.
Oh, here he comes. And he should run and get blade stormed? That's what I was waiting on. Nobody messes with John Scalzi, shit biscuit.
So excited. Those guys are a dime a dozen.
Well, they're probably cheaper than a dime a dozen, given the rate that you're throwing them out the window. I would hope they're less expensive than that. If you're paying a dime a dozen for those guys, honestly, Hell Huntador, I think you overpaid.
Location confirmed.
You really need to talk to a like quality, high-level financial advisor and see if maybe he can help you out as far as taking some of those guys off the table. We're just gonna sting this priest, put him out of his misery. This has no chance of revealing Tab the King. Actually, now that I think about it, the fact that it was going to kill that man means it had no chance of revealing Tab the King to beginning with.
Now you have to deal with me.
Well, come on up here and say hello to J.K. Rowling's shotgun, and we'll see how that works. I'm guessing it turns out pretty well for us and very badly for you. No Overwatch, huh? All right. Those guys are near a car, which could potentially blow the boom. Jack Gordon! Oh, man. Commissioner Gordon's gonna be furious. They killed his son. First they shoot Barbara in the spine, and then he has a new son to replace her. Like when your puppy gets sick and you have to get a new one. And then that one gets just straight up outright murdered. Man, the Joker's not pulling any punches on the whole Gordon thing, huh? Okay, well, we've got shots here. 70% at the Muton, 68%. 18% at our friend El Huntador. Call me crazy, I actually don't like those odds. What if, because we're going to give him a bunch of bonus armor if and when we miss him. What if we did this instead? Man, kill zone is freaking huge now, though, huh? So what if... Okay, let's think this through. Our goal is to kill El Huntador. We want to do it as quickly as possible. Tabitha King actually has a flank shot on El Huntador. Oh, well... Okay, then, this is just where Tabitha King earns her salt. We're going to go ahead and, I think, execute El Huntador. 89%? You know what? This feels worth it. Let's do it. Not him. Not him. 74% at El Huntador. Well, if we miss a bunch, we're just going to give him a whole truckload of armor. But really what we're looking for here is, you know what? Execute him. We're looking for the execution on El Huntador. Tabitha King hit him, poisoned him. Okay, one shot.
Try that again, Reaper. I dare you. I'll chalk that up.
Okay.
To beginner's luck. Was that meant for me? Not the best first impression.
Are you dead yet or not? I mean, we're still shooting here.
You killed off one of my siblings. I guess it's time I step up.
That's one of the chosen. Heads
So we hit him twice, and we didn't get a single execute, huh?
Suppose that's not bad for a human.
All right, well, you're halfway dead. John Scalzi, is there any chance you could get over there and rip him apart? Old man, you can get up there? Old man does not have enough oomph to make it. Well, now we've got ourselves a little bit of a problem. J.K. Rowling, how close can you get? Not close enough without a bonus action, but we could bonus action you up there. We could also do some interesting stuff with potentially a Reaper. Alright, Mary Sue. I think it's time for you. Did you just Icarus jump like 1.5 feet? That's exactly what I wanted you to do. Perfectly done. Thanks, Miss Click. Really needed that one. Alright, well, let's drop El Huntador through a window then. I'm very salty about the way this turned out. On the plus side, we did whack him with the critical, and then we dropped him down a hole, got rid of some of his armor. Lauren Bukes. We're gonna need some bonus actions, I feel like. Joe Hill, how you doing here? Not so good. Your best bet might be to give Tabitha King a bonus action. If we have you give Tabitha King a bonus action, is there going to be anybody who could set off a mine? J.K. Rowling, Lauren Bukes could theoretically set it off.
Let's move
Bukes, let's have
already.
you move forward. We could have you take a dual shot at one of these guys. How's the Muton? I mean, almost certainly would kill him. Could put Joe Hill in a kill zone. We could have Joe Hill set off.
Grapple out.
If we grapple to here. "71% shot at the Andromedon is just not good enough. So I think we give Tabitha King a bonus action because we're not going to use our other action for anything. Tell Tab to keep going. Hey Tab, you know what you should do? You should keep going. And then what should you do? Probably run to full cover until we get a chance to hide you, maybe? Alternatively, we could just have you throw down a Claymore mine. You know what? No, we don't need to run. Is there anything we can remote start? Of course not. There's never anything we can remote start when we really need to remote start something. Like a cop, it's never there when you need it. Tabitha King also has no bullets. So if we throw the Claymore, Lauren Bukes could suss it out. But also we should, you know, Lauren Bukes' actions feel like maybe there's better ways to spend them. Joe Hill, I think we're just going to advance you further. We could swap positions with Old Man Scalzi, but the problem with that is it leaves the old man in not a great position, and he's not going to be able to, I mean, we can't even rend the Andromedon. Or rather, we can't even rend the Muton. Not that we necessarily want to. I'm actually hugely salty about the way that Icarus jump turned out. That's, I'm not pleased with that. Okay, Rowling, we're really going to be relying on you to do some heavy lifting here. So if we go for the run and gun, we get to here. Pete, running and gunning to there doesn't actually get you anything at all. Well, you're not necessarily wrong, except for one thing. It gets us within range of El Huntador. So you know what? Yes.
Good to go.
What's the follow-up to this plan, Pete? The same thing it always is. Give our ranger a bonus action with his bond mate and have him go shotgun a dude in the brain. Advanced teamwork.
No retreat.
J.K. Rowling's going to pick one up here, and then I think we're probably just going to shotgun El Huntador in the brain real quick. Like a little double tap to the... Whoa, wow, our hit percentage here is very bad. If we trigger run and gun,
Going in for the kill.
we could be here. I hope this works, or I'm going to be furiously salty. Did it work? Okay, it totally worked. Well, see you in hell, El Huntador. Enjoy that 18 damage, and here comes probably 18 more. Yeah, you're dead then.
What makes you think it'll be different for you?
Well, the fact that I'm alive and you're not. For starters, I mean, let's just begin with that. I'm alive, you're not. J.K. Rowling is now implacable. She's also untouchable, I believe. Yeah, so J.K. Rowling ain't getting hit here.
I'll be back to finish this later.
Yeah, I'll be back later, blah, 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 finish, etc., etc.
Now we just have to find that thing and put it down for good.
Oh, we really don't, actually. What we have to do is just have J.K. Rowling come out here and stand in the open and not really worry about much of anything. Because we're going to have Old Man Scalzi come up here and take a poke at this guy. You know what? Yeah, go for the rend and hit multiple targets. Feel the power of the Templars. There you go. I mean, we didn't get a whole lot out of that. Did 2. It's fine. Pick up your extra focus there. And we're gonna go straight up parry. Got our momentum. Drop in the parry. Tabitha King, why don't you just fall back to full cover? This mission is over, by the way. This Muton and Andromedon are gonna kill themselves, hitting people who basically aren't hittable. Not too worried about this guy either, really. Zoidberg gonna come out, shake that booty. Oh, sugar, shake what your mama gave you. Gonna take a, yep. Well, first off, get ruined. Then take a shot at the man who's literally immune to damage. There you go. Nicely done.
They come for me.
And you're gonna come get blade stormed and just be dead. Okay. Oh. I mean, that was never going anywhere, by the way, Muton. I'm not sure what possessed you to try and make a break for it there, but it was a real bad decision.
Finally.
The high-level gameplay here. You know, it's not exactly super challenging, but what it is super goddamn fun. Let's dual strike this piece of crap. Which I'm not sure we actually needed. Will the other half of our dual strike hit the... Nope, it was totally wasted. Alright. Can't win them all, I guess. Let's snipe the Andromedon shell. We should have gone with a kill zone there, because our friend the Faceless is still back there. Then again, we could just have John Scalzi go chop him up. You know what? Yeah, do that. John Scalzi, why don't you go hack this man into chunklets? You feel like making a little Faceless stew? You want to make him into some mango chutney? Get chutnified! Oh, he got chutnified. He's all of the chutney. +1 focus for Scalzi. We could have Scalzi go rescue 2 civilians, but I'm pretty sure everything on the map is dead as soon as the J.K. Rowling comes. You know what, Rowling? You probably don't need to kill that man. Let's let Johnny fucks up a lot over here, try and earn himself an actual kill on the mission. Let's throw Mary Sue a pity bone. Here you go. Way to blue screen round a robot. There you go, big guy.
What'd you expect?
A performance that was on par with Regis the Halfling, and you know what? Honestly, it's exactly what I got. Yeah, another Faceless coming out to shake that booty. He might be able to get a shot at us. Guy's got some speed. We could just go kill him with J.K. Rowling. Alright, you know what? Let's protect our boy, just in case. We'll bring Rowling over here, put her on Overwatch. Tabitha King, reload. And then we'll put you on Overwatch as well.
No one will cross.
This guy's gonna come in and get juiced by a combination of shotgun and Temnotic rifle.
There is nowhere to hide.
Tabitha King opens up, execute him though. You fucking mucked it, Tab. Man, Tabitha King, I gotta say, you're underperforming on this mission. I'm more than a little disappointed in you here, girl. Oh, Home Slice didn't have enough juice to get here anyway. Oh, maybe he did. He was just choosing pathing that avoided the Overwatch. Never mind. You missed, though?
Negative damage.
Since when do you miss? J.K. Rowling. Pretty sure miss isn't in your vocabulary, is it? You're supposed to miss? What the hell was that? Delayed death reaction syndrome. R.A. Salvatore killed him so hard the Faceless didn't even know he was dead. Stabbed him in the heart like he got hit with Artemis's and Triri's dagger, and then sucked the life right out of him. 10 extra ability points for XCOM. El Huntador got pooped on. Nobody even got hurt. We saved 10 out of 13 civilians. Feels pretty good. What can I say? When you take the big team out, let them fire the big guns, and they're working, pumping on all cylinders, there's really nothing they can't do. Even with some misclick butt fuckery, the only people who took it into dumper on this one were the aliens. El Huntador is gonna be, I mean, he's gonna be limping for the next few days there, I gotta assume. Feeling a little ragged in the bunghole region.
No, that we will not be deterred by this ongoing campaign against peace.
Don't worry, Paul Ryan. There's no actual campaign of peace that you're waging. We all know it's a front and a shame. XCOM really, or rather the Advent guys really need to hire some better PR guys. It basically got the same problem that the actual Paul Ryan does, just bad PR. So Old Man Scalzi and R.A. Salvatore managed to level up their bond, which is borderline hysterically funny. Rescued 10 civilians, not sure what that does for us. Increases our region income. Okay, we don't really need money. We have more than we could ever spend at any rate.
Excellent work, Commander. Your
We
efforts
get an extra
continue to
30
bolster
supplies a
the
month.
resistance movement across the globe.
What are we going to spend them on? I mean, yes, John Bradford's out-of-control drinking really is escalating to beyond out-of-control levels. Can we do... Nope. Amy, Tam, and Brett Easton Ellis are already hogging the facility. Dang it, I wanted to level up some bonds here. We got a couple people who are getting pumped up. 2 days till Into the Fire, though. Let's go knock that out and get it out of the road. Gang warfare. Oh, our reward is a guerrilla operation. Forgive me if I don't jump right on top of that one. I'd really rather go hit this amusement center. Screw doing actual work. Going on guerrilla operations? To hell with that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to an amusement park. Screw fighting the good fight. I want to go, you know, I want to go ride Splash Mountain.
Central, Commander, excellent.
What's up, boys?
My analysis of the fragmented codex data is almost complete.
Yeah, but all Bradford cares about is whether or not he can drink it.
Outweighs the loss of the Shadow Chamber, as you'll see.
Is that an elder? Haven't seen one in at least a decade.
Yes.
Was it 10 years
I
between the
believe I
release of
now
XCOM
understand
Enemy
why.
Unknown and
The elders
XCOM
appear
2?
to be
I think
afflicted
it was.
with an aggressive form of tissue degeneration, rapid muscular atrophy, to a degree I had not even thought possible.
You know, the aliens have ALS, Tygan. That's not cool,
Our
man.
job just got a whole lot easier.
Oh, that's fucking
Most
brutally
things
cold,
involving
Bradford, making fun of their affliction.
It's never quite that simple. The elders have been
These guys,
aggressively
man,
searching
telling
for
you.
a cure to their
Unrepentant
condition for
scumbags.
centuries.
Yeah, what happened to the
Each time they
cyber disc,
encounter
by
a
the
new
way? The
species,
aliens really need
they
to bring that bad boy
procure
back.
what genetic information and material they
Floaters?
required,
Those
and
guys were
moved on
terrifying.
to the next world.
What do we have now? Archons? Are they scary?
I believe
Yeah, a little,
they
but not
found
quite so much.
Something in us, something important enough to cause them to take root.
A cure?
It's
Not that I
boobs,
can
isn't it, Dr.
determine.
Tigan? They
Several
came
key files
because they
were
knew that
previously
thin
deleted
men, or
as
rather
part of something
vipers
called
as they're now
the
called,
Avatar
really
Directive.
wanted boobs and they needed
Avatar.
human DNA to give it to
We
them.
need those files.
Were I to gain access to a fully functioning codex,
Or was that a
might
Na'vi
be
reference?
able to
Because the
recover
Na'vi oddly
We're
also
loading
had
shit
very
to hell
breast-shaped
this time around.
objects,
I
despite
didn't
being
say I needed the creature
rabbit or
here,
cat people,
Brett.
and their
I
boobs
am
should not have been
confident
up
I
in
can
the
access
area
the
where
unit
human
remotely,
breasts are, but like
provided
down
your
lower on their
soldiers
abdomen.
can get close enough to it in the field
Rabbit
without
cats, blue rabbit
destroying
cats.
it first.
They
That
had
we can
abdominal
arrange,
nipples,
Doctor.
and there should have been 6 of them.
New objective added.
Reach the alien network. Use the skulljack on a codex. Okay, I mean, no problem.
Looks like we've got our work cut out for us, Commander.
Have we never skulljacked a codex? It seems like we should have done that at least once just by accident.
On your order, Commander.
New research. Facility lead is inspired. Don't really care. Assign research. No, I don't want to assign research now. I want to lead now. Give us a shadow project. We have any we can actually work on? No shadow projects available. Well, fuck you, Tygan, you lazy piece of crap.
Imply we may have only scratched the surface of the alien's infrastructure.
What am I
as it
paying you
relates to
for?
This Avatar project.
You know what, Tygan? I'm cutting you off. Both
make
on
that our
your
highest
speech and
priority.
also as far as the funding goes.
When inspired, our team is actually quite efficient.
Commander?
Is there anything they can actually research? Oh, another facility lead. Additional comm station. Sure, why not? We've got to break through for that.
I'll contact you when I have a full report available.
Yeah, you do that.
Alien facility coordinates locked in, Commander.
Aliens built themselves a facility. All right. Well, it's so all of Africa is under control of El Huntador here. South America, Pete? Yeah, possibly South America. You know, I went to the John Bradford School of Geography. Cut me some slack, okay?
Big on surprises. And yet somehow, I didn't see this coming.
What, us shotgunning you in half?
There
You
were
must not
some
be big on
casualties
surprises.
during
You
that
should have
last
saw that.
covert
Definitely.
action, Commander. But our troops will all recover after some well-earned rest.
Okay, so we're one step closer to the Conjurers of the Storm. R.L. Stein took a little bit of a ding, but he's a tough guy. He's going to bounce back. Toni Morrison also got a little XP.
Valuable information on
Oh, we can just go burn down El Huntador's house then.
The
Oh, well,
resistance
I guess
found
we'll
a
just
way
do
into
that
the
then.
chosen stronghold, Commander.
Uh-huh.
Our troops are ready to deploy.
We should launch a strike as soon as possible.
The only important question is, Bradford, do you think there'll be a codex in there? Because I'd really kind of like to blow it up. Let's get a new covert action in here. Is there anything we're so close to the end game. I kind of just want to drive through and get this done. We could get a promotion as well as collect 40 intel, which we kind of don't need. We could reduce the Avatar project progress just because it'd be funny. We could manufacture a superior weapon upgrade. A soldier bond, though, is very tempting. You know what? Let's do this. We want to make a bond between whom, then? I mean, it's definitely got to be our boy. Terry Brooks can't take that mission for 4. You know what? We're going to hold off, then. Wait, Terry Brooks, you already have a bond available? With who? Who's the bond with, though? You already have a bond available. Well, maybe we'll hold off on that. So who do we want to form up? We should form a bond with somebody because there's a promotion in this, too. This is a good mission. Tony Morrison is not bonded to anybody and is a lieutenant. Who would we... Oh, you know what? Here. Tony Morrison, we're going to bond you with Colonel Hound Dog Thomas here. So you take the promotion. Hound Dog, who, by the way, is not Kate Hound Dog Thomas, and then we'll pay 25 supplies to negate the chance that either one of these guys gets wounded, because we don't give a shit at all about wounds. And these guys are going to come back with a bond.
We will work hand in hand with our new allies.
Let's take a look at our soldiers. We got a promotion pending there for old Goosebumps. Hey, Goosebumps finally made it to max rank. It's about goddamn time. Saturation Fire or Rupture. We're going to go with a good old Saturation Fire. Weapon upgrade. I mean, he probably needs one. The other thing we really need to do, let's get Tabitha King down to the training facility. I really want to get her banish, or rather annihilate. Down to the old training center, and let's train abilities. Tabitha King, you're one of the ones that got us here, Tabitha King. Don't think we forgot. Annihilate costs 25 points, and we have 23. Son of a bitch. I also really wouldn't mind giving you Shredder. Okay, I guess we'll just keep waiting. But don't think I've forgotten about you, Tabitha King. Again, you're one of the people that got us here. You're one of the foundations upon which this structure has been based. You've been with us since almost the beginning. Granted, you did murder your husband because you were looking for like a greater shot at glory, but honestly, after living in his shadow for all these many years, I can't really say I blame you. Fight for Earth, fight for your future. See, ooh, Tabitha King's looking real grim there.
Disabling a codex in the field. At least long enough for us to hack into the Advent network. The hard part will be convincing our troops not to kill this thing as soon as it appears.
Yeah, you're right, John. The hard part will be having, you know, say, Amy Tam not just appear and immediately vaporize the entire pod with one single fell swoop when she hits it with a proximity mine and then drops like a saturation fire on top of it. Stuff like that. That is going to be the tough part. You're not wrong, John. You're not wrong. But that's going to have to wait till next episode when we go burn down El Huntador's mansion, because I really want to check out his gear and see what it's capable of. I want his stuff. I don't give a shit about him at all, although, you know, we get some extra ability points for that, so we're doubling up and completing objectives. Really what I want, I just want his gun. I want to see what Joe Hill can do with El Huntador's rifle in his hand, because I have to assume it's going to be nothing short of absolutely amazing. But that'll have to be next time. If you enjoyed this episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you want to see what kind of sweet, sweet firearm goodness lies in the Hunter's trick-or-treat basket, you might consider subscribing as well, because we're going to burn his house down next episode. That seems like a pretty mean trick for a Halloween kind of trick-or-treat thing. Halloween is not, you know, it's coming up. Halloween is actually tomorrow as I'm recording this. Burning somebody's house down? That doesn't really seem like a trick. I mean, that's like way, way, way more violent than a garden variety. Throwing an egg at somebody's house, that's one thing. Setting fire to it, you know, angry mob style, maybe, just maybe you've gone too far, if that's your trick. Hey, that guy didn't give us any candy. Let's burn his house down! You're overreacting a little bit. You really are. I've overstayed my welcome on this outro. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Please don't burn my house down. I'll give you candy too, by the way. If you come to my house, I will give you Rolos, and all I ask in return is that just please don't burn down my house. Thanks.